Hey, what's up, you all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click the like button as well. All right, as you can very well see, we are back. We are back. We are back. And this is not a decision just of my own. This decision comes from the community. I listen to the community. I listen to the community. I listen to other content creators who showed love when they didn't even have to. They reached out and they let me know that they got my back, and they and just give me some advice on what they believe I should do moving forward. And I look at that as nothing but love. I also check the comment section probably a little too often because I don't know. I like to see what you guys think. It's important to me to just check on the community from time to time. So when y'all pull up, please make sure that y'all let me know where y'all are from, and also check out my pinned comment that I have on YouTube, because today we celebrate all veterans. And I do want to thank you for doing what myself and a great majority of this country did not have the balls and do not have the balls to do. I really appreciate you for doing that. A lot of things, a lot of great things have happened because you decided to be selfless and give your lives and give your time and everything for us. So thank you so much, Walter. Walter, good morning, big dog. I was just now talking to the family about you, man. Thank you so much for always showing the love that you show. My brother has said good morning to me for the last 2 years. I really appreciate that. All veterans, much love to you, and thank you so much for being selfless. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for giving your lives and giving your time, your dedication, and everything for everyone else in the country. It means the world. If anybody does not thank you today, just know that Van Hall Senior from the LFR family, thank you. Shout out to Houston, Texas. What's going on, Manuel? Um, who else we got? Sup, homie from heaven. From heaven. Go ahead with that. Go ahead with that. Don't be talking about I'm saying hello to you from heaven. Sheesh, you saying hello to me from heaven? Nah. Hello. What's going on? What's up? So shout out to Texas. Who else we got up in here? You know who I am, Van the Man. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Tennessee. We got North Carolina up in here again. Much love to you all. And I do realize that I'm going live at a time where everybody's at work and probably cannot tune in. Probably not the smartest thing as a content creator, but I'm not a content creator. I mean, I create content. I guess I'm a content creator. But you know what I mean? I'm just a regular old man that just like to talk about real things and get to the bottom of things. That's it. You know what I mean? So much love to you all. I live with 2 vets. I couldn't be prouder. Yes, Cindy. That's what's up. I think that's amazing. Chill Rock, what's up with you? How you doing? Kentucky, what's up? Florida, what's up? Arkansas, what's up? Alabama, what's up? Much love. Lisa Marie, thank you so much for pulling up. I appreciate you. I love to see when my blues pull up. When my blues pull up, that's my crew. They pull up and they be like, okay, Van's up. Let me see if I got some time to help him out. Y'all are so awesome, man. I appreciate it. Y'all are dope. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? That will really help with the video. It will really help with this live stream. We will move forward in a minute. I'm just going to acknowledge everyone that's pulling up, and then we can move forward. Also, I do want to say this. If there's anyone in here that's saying, yo, Van, why are you covering politics again? Well, I'm doing politics because I'm doing the topics, I'm doing the important conversations that need to be had, but I want to stay away from meat riding any celebrities, meat riding any politicians. This ain't about that. All right. I want to find a way to have a conversation without being. I want to be open with conversation. I want to be objective with conversation, but I'm still going to point out truths and facts that could very well piss people off. And I'm not trying to duck and hide from pissing anybody off. That's the truth is going to hurt some feelings. For real. It is. A hurt dog will holler. When you throw a rock into a crowd, somebody's going to holler. And right now, somebody's going to be hurt by some of the things that I say, but that's not my business. That's theirs. Because at the end of the day, lessons come by way of our feelings being hurt sometimes. You know what I mean? You can't really help anything without hurting anything. You know what I mean? That's how muscles are built. You got to rip some tissues. You got to rip some tissues and then they got to reheal over and over again. That's what it means to be cut. You know what I mean? They got to bleed and then scab and then bleed and then scab and then bleed and then scab. And then you say, oh man, they cut up. You got to be in pain. You got to ice it. You got to eat right. You got to move right. You got to, like, it don't just come for free. That's why I respect all people who take care of themselves physically, who are physically fit, because you can actually see the proof of their hard work by simply looking at them. So much love to that. Well, sometimes it's genetics. Let's keep it a buck. Some people look amazing because genetically they just look amazing. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with how hard they work. So I'll just put that out there. But yeah, much love to you all, man. We got some conversations to be had this morning that I think are good. You know what I mean? Vivek Ramaswamy. Shout out to that dude. He is kicking butt. I know you Trump supporters do not like that. Y'all don't like that Vivek is kicking ass and taking names. Y'all don't like that. Don't even try to act like you do like it. It's okay. Trump is still Trump. Vivek can shine all he wants, but Trump is still Trump. His record don't lie. So when Vivek shine, show that man some love. Show him some love, man. Stop being haters. Don't be no hater. Don't be no hater in 2024. When we move into 2024, leave your hating ways back here. All right, so let me finish. We got Thailand. God dang. Yo, I got people in Thailand watching. You are kidding me. Where the white women at? Hold on. Your name is Where the White Women At, and you're from Thailand? You're playing with me right now, right? I'm on break, so it's all good. I'm a Trump supporter, and I like Vivek. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Show love to the people when they need to be showed love to. Show them their support. Give them their propers. Also, guys, hit the like button for me. That'd be amazing, because I do realize it's in the middle of the morning. It's not at lunchtime, and you know, it's not going to be a whole bunch of people pulling up. But if the floodgates did open up, it would be absolutely amazing if 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people pulled up. And if you want to share this live on your X or Facebook or YouTube, wherever else you want to share it, that would be amazing too. Let me see. So yeah, we're talking about some real topics today. The first one, we are, and listen, and don't be making fun of my forehead today, man. Anybody make any jokes about my head today? I'm feeling sensitive, and I might fuss at you. I might cut you up. You know what I mean? I might destroy you live. You know what I mean? Because I can be comedic. Don't play. Jump out there and watch what happens. Go ahead, jump out there. Yesterday, they were saying my daggone hairline looked like Lester Holt. Y'all play too much. And shout out to Decoy Voice. I want to say that if y'all have not watched Decoy Voice's video about Vivek Ramaswamy, y'all got to. Decoy Voice's video is amazing. It's amazing. So much love to that young guy. But we are getting our news this morning from Officer Tatum. Please put some fire signs inside of the comment section if you are an Officer Tatum fan. If you support Officer Tatum, please put a fire sign inside of the comment section for me, because I respect this YouTube reactions game. I do. I actually really like it. I really like this YouTube reactions game, but I am not an employee of YouTube. I am only a subcontractor of YouTube. I am a partner, the same way your favorite reaction channels are. We're partners. Our job is to post content on the channel, stay within the community guidelines, bring as many people to the party as possible, and keep you there. All right? We keep you there so that they can put some ads on the videos and make their money. We did our part. They did their part. They break us off a couple of pennies from the dollars that they get, and we are happy. Everyone wins, all right? And you all get a bit of truth along the way. So much love to you all, and I am not going to quit the fight. Thank you to everyone who has been showing all of the support that y'all have been showing. All right. But I'm not going to cut any corners either. I might say some things that piss you off. And with that said, I honestly don't care because grow up, grow the hell up. If you're going to be an adult in this country, you need to start discussing real topics so that we can get some real stuff done. And if somebody hurts your feelings because they're having a conversation about something that tickles your titty wrong, then that's your fault, not mine. You know what I mean? If I say something that tickles your titty a little wrong and you want to daggone report me or something, then that's your business because I might. Also, start getting your sons to watch as well. We're about to check out our first video after this message. My message is I am helping people grow YouTube channels, okay? I'm helping people grow YouTube channels. I just now had a couple of conversations with some amazing people. I had a conversation with a guy in Canada last night, smart as hell, from Nigeria originally. And this dude is so smart, man. It's crazy. And I got some good plans for this young man, for real. And I spoke to a young lady. Her heart is so big. And I spoke to another guy who's an engineer who builds bikes, motorcycles, and works on cars. And he's just really good at rebuilding things. And I'm really trying to help people out, man. So if you want any help with your YouTube channels or you're considering, all right, you don't even have a YouTube channel. You're just like, I would never do that. Now, think again. You have a voice. When you talk to people, they listen. When you talk to me, I listen. So I already know if you talk to the rest of the world, they're going to listen. Your voice needs to be heard, okay? Consider it, okay? Just consider it. And if you don't know where to start, hit me up with the word coach. All right, let's get into it. You are delusional pibble. Melvin, who you talking to? Delusional pibble. Who you calling the pibble? Huh? I never been called the pibble a day in my life. Is that the same as the N-word? Huh? Don't start nothing. Don't start no ish, won't be no ish. You hear me? Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Oh, my bad. Oh, 010101BE. You said you sent me an email. Could you resend it? Because I don't think I saw it. I thought main man called me a pibble. You saw how sensitive I got, man. You called me a pibble? Huh? Is that the same as the N-word? Black people always like to go straight to the N-word. Is that the same as the N-word? Huh? That better not be the same as the damn N-word. And also, again, before we move forward, I want to say Happy Veterans Day. Much love to all veterans who had the balls to do what most of us don't have the balls to do. And that's put their lives on the line for our freedoms and our rights. Okay? All right? So if you know any veterans, make sure you show them some love. Show them some love, man, for real. And some veterans don't like to hear, thank you for your service. All right? Well, if they don't like to hear it, still say it because we're thankful for your service. We're not tiptoeing around hurting people's feelings no more. Damn that. All right, let's get into it. Vivek Ramaswamy has been cutting up, man. He has been cutting up. And who are we getting this news from today? We're getting it from my main man over there, Officer Tatum, because I respect the way that he delivers a story. And this is my first time checking this out with you all. That's how reactions should be done. If you got a reaction channel, save it for when you're about to do it for the very first time, guys. Don't cheat. Okay, I know your supporters want you to cheat and already know everything about what's going on in the video because it makes you seem smarter than you are, or it makes it feel like you know more than you know. Save it, guys. Reaction channels, save it because it's something good in your first time hearing or first time seeing something. It's okay. You can still do research outside of this. No, nobody's saying be an imbecile, but at the end of the day, when it comes to your reactions, do them right there on the spot, man. Don't cheat the people. You know what I mean? Let them see your real reaction. If you got a reaction channel, they want to see your real reaction. React to it real. All right, so let's get to it. Much love to Officer Tatum. We about to get to it, baby.
And so the fact of the matter is, Christian, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
He said go.
This is how we get our country back.
Oh my God. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I have never in my life, not even Trump has done what I've just witnessed at the debate.
Yeah, I heard him, right? He said not even Trump has done what he has witnessed Vivek do at the debate. That's because Vivek is sneaky with it, man. He's very quick-witted, young guy. So much daggone, I don't know, man. He's smart as hell. He's dangerous. He's dangerous. I like him too, man. I don't know, but I know this is going to piss a lot of you Trump supporters off, but at the end of the day, I like Vivek, man. I like Trump too, but I like Vivek.
Vivek Ramaswamy moved down to about third place for me, and Ron DeSantis was 2. Donald Trump was ranked number 1. Vivek Ramaswamy, at the clip I'm going to show you, jumped all the way up to neck and neck with Donald Trump in my book. This is the baddest, I would say, beatdown and lecture and call out I have ever seen in politics. I have never seen somebody whoop people like this verbally. It was so bad, and I'm going to show it to you.
Now, hold on, guys. How in the hell y'all said my forehead looked like that? Y'all are wrong, bruh. People was inside the live stream yesterday talking about my forehead look like that. Man, I promise you. If I ever see you on the street, what's going on, guys, over there in Rumble? Much love to you guys. I see y'all over there. If I ever see y'all on the streets talking about my forehead look like Lester Holt's forehead, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? This he got a 5 head, man. And somebody said on Twitter, they said, Van, it's okay, you got a big forehead, man. You don't have dreams, you have movies. Yeah, all right. Keep playing with me.
It was so, I was cringing. I almost walked out of I almost walked out of my podcast studio because he was whooping them so bad. I feel bad I want to go give Ronald McDonald a hug. Anyway, y'all got to watch.
Just cut it off. Hey, Lester, if you are God dang, my ears started itching. My bad, guys. My ears started itching. That means somebody talking about me. That means somebody talking about me right now. If Lester Holt's family really love him, they will tell him just go bald, bro. Go bald. Man, just cut it off, man. It's okay. It's okay, man. All right.
Watch this. If you hadn't seen Vivek spanking he did, watch the film.
Swami, let me turn to you. Please.
Let me turn to you. That's not a good idea, my homie.
Make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you.
Ding, ding, ding. That's one knockout.
He's absolutely right, though, man. Y'all need to stop BSing and back up your words. Y'all need to get a better feel of what's going on out there. Like, do you really have your finger on the pulse of what these people want? I think y'all need to get a better feel of what people want, because there's no way that y'all keep on losing all of these races if you understand what the people are looking for. I get it. Everybody is so liberal right now and so ridiculous in their desires and what they're demanding. Like, it makes no sense. Like, they are the reason why these gates are bringing in millions and millions of freaking illegal immigrants. So sometimes you don't want to get the people what they want. I get it, but we need a better feel of what they want, because these red waves that y'all be building up, acting as if that the conservative party is about to start winning like crazy, is a lie. Clearly, you hear Vivek right now. He's trying to clear this up, man. He's upset about it.
He said, "Come on stage and resign tonight. I give you my time. Come on, Vivek. Come on, let's run it up."
And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership.
He stomped on the people who are moderating the debate. What did they do, man? They just got a job. Look, this is a big, listen, they called me to moderate the debate, and I think I'm doing a good job. Why you going to poop on me and talk about you should have Joe Rogan or Tucker Carlson? That's wrong, Vivek. That's wrong.
Asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party.
That's another one.
You think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because it's actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made-up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Wow. Answer the question. Go. Like he said, that was some, answer the question. Go. Sheesh.
Sorry.
Jesus.
This is how we get our country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016
She almost cried right there.
election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to
That's
Governor Christie.
We've talked about
He just shut him down and said, let me turn to Governor Christie.
this. You campaign on TikTok. How do you get TikTok banned if you use it?
Well, I want to laugh at why Nikki Haley didn't answer your question, which is about looking at families in the eye. In the last debate, she made fun of me for actually joining TikTok while her own daughter was actually using the app for a long time. So
Oh my God, yeah. He called out her baby. He called out her baby in front of the world. He called out her baby girl in front of the world. How you gonna tell me not to get on TikTok, but your whole family on TikTok doing TikTok family dances? He called out her baby girl right there, man. This dude is gangster. Hey, you know the videos where you got Trump, when Trump says something and then some black sunglasses shades go across his face and then you start saying, nah, 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 nah. It's the mother D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg. That's some gangster stuff right there. Nah, 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 nah. It's the mother Vivek Ramaswamy. It's the mother Ramaswamy. Nah, 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 nah. It's the mother Ramaswamy. That dude went gangster, man.
I can't do it. He on here killing them, bro. He on here spanking them. God dang, Nikki Haley, what do you say to that?
might want to take care of your family first.
Oh,
Your adult daughter. The next generation of Americans are using it. And that's actually the point. You have these supporters propping her up.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I know I said her baby, and I get that her baby is 25, but my babies are 26, 24, 21, and 18. No matter if they are 38, they will still be my babies. So when I said he hit her baby girl, I wasn't saying it like her baby girl is 13, her baby girl is 14, 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I wasn't saying that. I didn't care about the age. But I thank y'all for pointing out. I just always call my kids my babies because they are, and they will always be my babies. But the fact that he hit her smack in the mouth by pointing out her daughter doing the same thing, yo, what you trying to say? What you trying to say?
The easy answer is actually to say that we're just going to ban one app. We got to go further. We have to ban any U.S. company actually transferring U.S. data to the Chinese. Here's a story most people don't know. Airbnb.
Nikki Haley's face she is mad. She is pissed. Look at Nikki Haley's face, man. I promise you, she wants to punch him in the throat. Like if you ever know, you look at a woman's face and she got that look on her face right there, she want to punch him in the throat. As a matter of fact, she probably meet him in the parking lot and get her husband to whoop his little ass. Her husband probably meet Vivek in the parking lot after this one right here and beat the brakes off of him.
Hands over U.S. user data to the CCP. Now, that's a U.S.-owned company. So this is the problem when you have Republicans that temporarily go the way the winds blow, and now it's popular to talk tough on China. When she was UN ambassador, called them, literally her words, not mine, our great friend. You can't be fair weather fans of the right policy. Get to the root cause. Even U.S. companies in Silicon Valley are regularly doing it. Cut the virtue signaling. The fact of the matter is Democrats are on TikTok today. The only person, one of the few people who is putting up content the way the actual algorithms work, speaking for pro-Israel views or others, is
Ambassador
me.
Haley,
more Republicans will join it. But stop U.S. companies from turning over data to Chinese companies. That's the real answer, not the virtue signal.
Mr. Ramaswamy, are you persuaded by President?
Hold on. That's a lot to digest right there. God dang. This is how you whoop people. Like, he moved down the list for me at first. That means he back at the top. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Trump got a little bit of juice, but man, I like Vivek. Man, he young, he enthusiastic, he's smart, he can articulate himself. Man, he would debate better, he would look better, he'll be more presidential than Trump would be. I'm just being honest.
But can he will and deal, bruh? I don't think he can will and deal. That's what it's going to take. I don't give a damn how well you articulate yourself. I don't care how well of an orator you are. Like, at the end of the day, you got to know how to will and deal. You got to know how to make stuff move. You got to know how to get in there and make things happen. I don't care. Listen, he can say all the speeches he wants. Guess who else was a great orator? Barack Obama. Barack was a great orator. He can get up in front of people and give the best speech and be the smartest in the room and all this other stuff. What has he done? That's all I'm trying to say, man. I like him for the fact that he's just hungry right now. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. Vivek realized that he was falling in the polls, and he came there with a mission. He is smart. He understands what needs to be done in order to move up the ranks, in order to gain favor. Clearly, he's doing what he needs to do because Officer Tatum just moved him up from number 3 on his list to number 1. That don't say anything to me. That just says that he's a great salesman. He's a great businessman. He know how to read the room. That's it. I give him much love for that. Like, listen, he got the gift of gab. So do I. That don't mean I know how to save the daggone planet. Captain Planet, Vivek ain't Captain Planet yet, but he need to know how to will and deal. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I can possibly be wrong. Maybe it's all about just getting a job. I don't know. Maybe he can change the world more than anybody else because y'all have been saying that we need somebody younger. All right? And I would love to have somebody younger. If Vivek get in there, I would love to see him rock out and do what he's supposed to do. But can he get the job done?
I mean, he moved up the charts. He was sleeping on him. And then he came and started spanking people. That's what I'm talking about. Roll the clip.
Zelensky's urgent new plea. Where do you stand on more funding?
I'm absolutely unpersuaded. And I'm actually enjoying watching the Ukraine hawks quietly, delicately tiptoe back from their position as this thing has unwound into a disaster. The first half of this race, I was the only person standing for it. Now they're actually quietly coming around to being more cautious, as they should. Level with the American people here. Ukraine is not a paragon of democracy. This is a country that has banned 11 opposition parties. It has consolidated all media into one state TV media arm. That's not democratic. It has threatened not to hold elections this year unless the U.S. forks over more money. That is not democratic. It has celebrated a Nazi in its ranks, the comedian in cargo pants, a man called Zelensky, doing it in their own ranks. That is not democratic. More facts for you that you won't hear from the mainstream in either party or the mainstream media. The regions of Ukraine that are occupied by Russia right now in the Donbass, Luhansk, Donetsk, these are Russian-speaking regions that have not even been part of Ukraine since 2014 that other people probably couldn't name those provinces for you. Those are the hard facts. And so to frame this as some kind of battle between good versus evil, don't buy it. And I'd like the likes of the sharpest of the war hawks on Ukraine, Nikki Haley, to have some accountability and answer. Do you use
he called her out again.
money to fund the banning of Christians? That is actually what's happening. They're using the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. They have banned them. The Ukrainian parliament just did this last week, supported by our dollars. And I think you owe it to the American people, Nikki, to at least this one time
Ramaswamy,
condemn.
thank you. That's time.
At least to condemn their banning of Christians.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
or else
thank
we're
you.
talking out of both sides.
Mr. Ramaswamy.
She's still mad at him for talking about her daughter. She's like, I'm not talking to you. You know how when you're driving in the car with your wife, right? And y'all just had a nice night. Y'all had a good night, right? You're driving in the car with your wife, and y'all just had a nice night, just now leaving dinner, but you said something silly. Or she caught you looking at somebody's ass. Because, come on, we're men. I'm just talking to the men here. Can I just talk to the men? Ladies, earmuffs. Earmuffs, ladies, earmuffs. All right, so men, don't you know how when you ride down the street with your lady, and you did something wrong or you said something wrong and you look over at her, you got the music playing and everything, you in your ride, and she just looking out the daggone window. She not paying no attention. She just looking out the opposite side of the window like she ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about, like whatever N-word, whatever. Just whatever. He trying to talk to her right now, and she's looking the opposite way like, I ain't listening to you. I ain't listening to nothing you talking about. You said something about my daughter. My feelings hurt. Could you imagine her having power over the red button? I hate to say that, man, but look at her. She is pissed off because he said something about her daggone daughter on TikTok. And she started it by saying something about him on TikTok first. All he did was fight back.
Ramaswamy, thank you. We asked the question.
Mr. Ramaswamy, please. Mr. Ramaswamy, stop spanking us, please. Look at Nikki Haley, man. These women like this fold under pressure like a lawn chair. I have to say that Vivek in his approach tonight really gave a lot of credence to him being a strong voice. I think he kind of slowed down, but man, I like what he's saying. The man is making sense. He reminded me of Trump in 2016 when everybody else was fluff talking and he was straight, punching facts. And this is what Vivek is doing. Now, let me say this because some of y'all ain't going to like it. It's fine. You go watch the other videos you like. But I will say this. When it comes to debating, when it comes to having a voice, when it comes to somebody who can articulate himself, I honestly believe that Vivek Ramaswamy, and I'm saying this and I'm the first to say it, Vivek Ramaswamy is very much Obama-esque. And when I say that, I don't say Obama meaning he's a dark horse. I'm saying Obama meaning he has charisma, he's in touch with the younger people, he can articulate himself, he's very presidential, and he can debate the socks off of anybody. And Barack Obama, although he was a loser, in my opinion, he could do all of those things which made him more appealing to the people. People are not sitting here looking at policy positions as much as they're looking at charisma. And if somebody can articulate themselves in a 30-second clip, people are going to be more digestible. It's going to be more digestible to the people. So I will say Vivek Ramaswamy has moved himself all the way up neck and neck with Donald Trump. To me, I think that Donald Trump has no choice if he wins to have Vivek be a part of his cabinet, be the vice president. It is no doubt. Because I honestly think Vivek Ramaswamy is probably be a better presidential candidate, in my opinion, based on his articulation of truth and facts and his business practices, at least are not going to get ran through the ringer like Donald Trump. So
I actually think that I don't agree. I don't agree with that part. I think that Vivek Ramaswamy will probably get a lot of looks because of all of the hate that people have for Trump. And Trump, you already know there's going to be a bash. It's going to be bashing season. It's going to be open season on Trump. Everybody's going to be going in on him. If every trap that they've set up for Trump, they failed. They're still working on their next trap. They're working on their next one and their next one and their next one. They're playing chess because they know that Trump will just destroy anybody that they bring to the table. Period. And honestly, with all the the people that they have running for president, and for the Democrats, You know what I mean? Much love to you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. We need a Survivor show with political candidates. Okay, that's ridiculous. We need a Survivor show with political candidates. I don't think that Vivek Ramaswamy will be a better Republican candidate than Trump. I don't think so. I just think that it'll be less hate out there coming at a Republican candidate if he was the Republican candidate, because people just hate Trump. And why they hate Trump, I have no clue right now. I have absolutely no clue. It's ridiculous. Our next story actually leads into this. People hate Trump because he wanted to stop all of this immigration stuff that's going on right now. Did y'all know that the Chicago mayor is asking for $5 billion for the migrants? He is asking for $5 billion for the immigrants in Chicago, man. Are you kidding me? So that's what we're about to check out next. Guys, I'm going to let y'all know this again. If y'all are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, please reach out to me. I want to teach you how to do it. Period. That's it. I think I think you need to get in front of the people and you need to speak. I need you to be more vocal. I need you to like right now, I don't know what your reach is like, but we need to extend that because people need to hear your voice. Also, so just email me or DM me the word coach. Also, happy Veterans Day to all of the individuals who had the balls, men and women, to fight for this country. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your service. All right. Our next video is, in fact, the it is, in fact, the Chicago mayor going and asking for $5 billion for the migrants because apparently he believed that he's going to get it. And some of y'all probably believe that he should get it too. So y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments about that one. All right, I still got Officer Tatum paying.
Democratic mayors are asking the White House for $5 billion to address the influx of migrants in their cities. Brandon Johnson of Chicago and Mike Johnston of Denver traveled to Washington, D.C. to personally appeal to the Biden administration and Congress. They, along with leaders from New York, Houston, and Los Angeles, also want the president to increase work authorization for migrants entering the country. So that means we're going to turn to CBS News immigration reporter Camila Montoya Galvez, who joins us from Houston. Camila.
This joint is so boring, man. It's like here I am trying to find listen, and I apologize. I could be presenting it myself, but they had it up, and I really want them to talk about it. But they're like, okay, now we're watching paint dry while talking about $5 billion in Chicago. All right, I know, guys. We're going to get to it. Just don't leave, man. And like the video if you haven't already.
Hello. Thanks for being with us. What do we know about Johnston and Johnson's meeting at the White House?
Good evening, John. This meeting really underscores the political challenges that President Biden is facing on this issue of immigration due to the record levels of unlawful crossings along the U.S.-Mexico border over the past 2 years. The mayors of the largest cities here in the U.S., all of them Democrats, continue to say that the federal government is not doing enough to help them accommodate the tens of thousands of migrants, John, who have been arriving to their cities either because they are being bused by the Texas state operation that Governor Abbott has authorized or because
they shouldn't get any extra money. They asked for it.
And it is creating this very dire political problem for the president as he seeks re-election. And the Biden administration, John, would argue that it has already taken...
Okay, this isn't the one I wanted to see because this dude is just dragging, man. He's dragging for real. I really wanted to see... I clicked on one. Hold on one second. Let me find one. Hold on one second, guys. I got you. Okay. Yeah, here we go. This one is better. All right, I got y'all, man. Here we go. I told y'all what I was about to show y'all. Now I'm about to show y'all what I told y'all. All right, here we go.
Mayor Brandon Johnson is in Washington, D.C. today, joining mayors from other large cities asking the Biden administration for more help with the migrant crisis. CBS 2's Sabrina Franza live for us in the control room with the latest on this trip today. Sabrina?
Joe, at the rate Chicago is going, they will not be able to sustain the number of migrants that are coming to the city. That is the message that Mayor Brandon Johnson is bringing with him to Washington today.
Why is she smiling? I mean, why are you smiling? Well, obviously she's presenting a story and she don't want to come off as evil or mean or anything. She wants to, present a story and do it in a manner that she's professional and whatnot. But she's talking about them not having enough money to take care of all of the migrants that's coming to the city.
At this rate, he says the city is spending $40 million a month.
I'm with you, Fraggle Rock. How about just deporting them? How about using listen, I told y'all already we should have a sliding board that's like a trap door. We should have a trap door, right? Like say, like you can have a building. We can have a building that has a trap door with a tunnel that goes back to different countries, right? That goes back to Mexico and back to this place and back to that place. And when they come inside of the building, you just pull the lever and they just go through the trap door and slide back to their country. That's what I propose. You know what I mean? So vote for me and I'll make sure that trap door is up and running the second week of my presidency. That's what they say.
Supporting this crisis. On a quick trip to Washington.
It's certainly an urgency in our part.
A big ask. In this letter, the mayors of Chicago, L.A., Denver, Houston, New York, asking for $5 billion to, quote, cover the expenditures their cities have already incurred and, quote, to continue serving the number of people arriving. They're also asking for accelerated approval of work authorizations and a more coordinated entry process for migrants.
As a city, as we continue to provide wraparound services and health care and sheltering and resettlement, registering individuals for our public institutions.
Bruh, y'all asked for it though. You was on the front lines asking for it. You was on the front lines fussing at people who were against it. But now it's happening and you want to be helped? What? What? You're asking for $5 billion for the migrants. What exactly what are you guys doing for the crime in Chicago? What are they doing for that? See, this is another reason why I tried to back away from politics, because sometimes when I see stories like this, it pisses me off, man. It's very upsetting. Like, do you watch do you watch this right here and smile? Your taxpayers' money. We're trillions of dollars in debt, but we're asking for $5 billion to take care of individuals that would not be here illegally if it weren't for people like this gentleman who's actually asking for the $5 billion. What am I missing? What exactly am I missing here? And the crime is not even going down in Chicago. It's constantly going up. Why should you be rewarded for failing as much as you are? I don't get that. Bubblehead Nuke, what's going on, brother? What's up, Charlie?
Schools, that this financial dynamic has caused a tremendous burden on our local economy.
As of September 29th, the city of Chicago has spent $116 million welcoming migrants. That does not include Parks Department spending, $270,000, spending by Chicago Public Schools, $1.4 million, and $15.8 million from Cook County Health. The city is projecting there will be a shortage of anywhere from $150 million to $201 million by the end of the year.
I made some financial mistakes, and I would love to get back on track. What part of the government can I go to and ask for a couple million? Could y'all let me know? Because if they give Chicago $5 billion for these immigrants, they need to just go ahead and slide me a check for like $5 million, for the mistakes that I've made. I got to house people too. The people that I'm housing, not immigrants, they happen to be my family. But at the end of the day, these mistakes and these the reason why it looked like this in Chicago right now is because of this mayor. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Please, listen, I don't mind being wrong. Feel free to correct me if you want. But he made these mistakes, so why should they bail him out? How much does it take to deport them? How about that? How much does it take for the government to provide buses to take them back? How about that? What exactly am I missing here?
By the end of this year, we're going to reach well over $300 million alone in just addressing this year's dynamic.
He said we're going to reach $300 million this year alone addressing the migrant dynamic. That sounds like a you problem, bruh. That sounds like a you problem. How about this? How about you get everybody in your cabinet, everybody that work for you, to go ahead and house probably like 10, 15 immigrants in their own homes? Or how about you get a bunch of church buses, right? Get you a bunch of church buses, probably like 5,000 of them. Fill them bad boys up and take them back. Take them right back to where they first crossed over and send their ass right back. All right? Send them right back. That's what I say, dude. That's just me. Maybe I'm alone.
While the mayors met with the White House chief of staff, as well as senators and representatives.
Put this on the president. This is all at the president's door. He's not doing anything. He's giving us something that's not sustainable.
City Council is in the middle of creating their budget for next year.
We have to figure this out, and certainly it's got to start with closing the border and at least have a moratorium on letting people come in.
President Biden has already asked Congress to appropriate $1.4 billion to help cities and states accommodate new arrivals. As we mentioned, the mayors, they're asking for much more.
So Biden has already put aside some money for them. Bruh, just go ahead and say, listen, I love people just like you love people. I love migrants. I love citizens. It does not matter. But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. All right? And them Chicagoans are getting the short end of the stick for something that they actually voted for. Should they feel the heat a little bit? Absolutely, they should. They most certainly should. They put themselves in this bind. And that's called real life. That's called manning up. That's called, sticking by your decision making. You made the decision, so now it's time for you to deal with the decisions that you made. No, nobody else gets to walk away from their decision making. Why should they? That's just me. That's maybe I'm off or something. I don't know. Shout out to my guys over there on I see y'all over there in Rumble, man. Much love to you all for following the channel over there. Make sure y'all like that video. How in the world the video? Y'all better like the video over there on Rumble, man. So I can put more videos over there. Likes make sure that the videos get showed. All right? Y'all know 4 to 5 years ago, I started a podcast, and this is for all the people. Listen, guys. If you're 40 years old or 50 years old, don't think it's too late for you to start a podcast or start your online presence. Because I didn't start doing YouTube with some intention. I mean, intentionally, like constantly putting up content until I was like 42 years old. I'm 45 right now. All right? I'm just saying. And JoJo, LFR JoJo, shout out to my son who is he's finishing up his engineering degree right now. He still has enough time to maintain his channel. And if anyone knows how difficult it is to complete an engineering degree, then you would know that, it does not take a whole lot to do this internet stuff. But only reason why I want you to do it is because you have a voice. You have people in your life who say that they love hearing from you. They love talking to you. They think you're a good listener and you're great at other things, man. Put that out there. And your voice need to be heard too. Same way you say my voice need to be heard, so does yours. All right, so our next story is about the GOAT. All right. This guy is definitely the GOAT, in my opinion, when it comes to podcasting. And that's the only reason why I brought it up. Because I'm about to show y'all something. I was just now talking about podcasting, right? All right? I was just now talking about podcasting. Look at this right here. All right, so Joe Rogan, that's what we talking about. Joe Rogan, it's time for him to renew his contract over there on Spotify, right? Right? And 2 years ago, he was on YouTube and he did a video that says that he was reflecting on his podcast and whether or not he was reflecting on moving to Spotify, right? And the deal was worth $100 million. It was a $100 million deal. That's what it was worth then. It was a $100 million deal then. And he's still like the number one podcast on Spotify. And still, he's very high ranking when it comes to where he is on YouTube. So this is something for y'all to consider. I'm talking to the regular people. Listen to me. I'm gonna get into this channel and I'm gonna get into this conversation in a minute. I see people leaving the stream. It's okay, but we're gonna talk for a moment. We're just gonna talk for a moment, just 5 minutes. I just need 5 minutes of your time. All right. So check this out. Joe Rogan is close to becoming a billionaire by doing podcasts, by having conversations with people and learning things in real time while smoking weed live in front of his audience. He's learning and he's spreading this information to other people so that they can learn. And it's a win-win for everyone. For everyone. And from doing podcasts, he is nearing billionaire status. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right? He talk about important information. He talk about important topics. And that's why he is as big as he is. You may not agree with everything he says politically. Nobody's telling you to. I'm not asking you to. All I'm asking you to do is just to put yourself in that position. Put yourself in his seat and tell me all of the good things that you can do if you also had the following that he had, or if you had a percentage of the following that he has. Your voice is equally important. It is. It really is. Because if it weren't, I wouldn't be doing politics or anything like that. I would have walked away from it and stayed away from it. That's all I'm saying. I was looking at a video that I made in 2022. I made a video in 2022 where I was telling people to start a reaction channel. All right. And I was in my older home, the home that my wife and I raised our kids in. And right now we're in a newer home because of YouTube and podcasting, period. We are. I'm not trying to stunt. I'm not trying to brag or nothing like that. All I'm saying to you is all of us have stories to tell. All of us have a background that can bless somebody. I believe the Bible said in Revelation something like, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember most Bible scriptures, not even close, but it says that we are healed by the power of our testimonies and the blood of the Lamb. Some of you might not be religious and don't believe in God or anything like that. Well, I do, and I plan on talking about that. I plan on talking about God because I put God and family first before anything. Am I still a heathen? Yeah, I am. Am I still a sinner? Absolutely. Who don't like to sin? That's why we sin, because sinning is fun. We have free will to stop, but most of us don't have that discipline to stop like that. Thank you so much for the super chat, Rush 298. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, 298. But Rush, but all I'm saying to you guys is your voices can extend beyond your neighborhoods. It can extend beyond your cities. It can extend, like you're already doing it in the comments when you have your conversations with some of your friends that y'all see. Like I'm certain that with or without me on the screen, you will still see one another in other people's comments. Other people's comment sections that you visit or you frequent on a daily basis. But that still does not negate the fact that your voice is important. You raised families. There are people out there who will love to know some secrets on raising families. You've been able to hold a job for 20 and 30 years. There's some people out there who will love to know how you did that. You know what I mean? You're probably good at cars and you're good at many things that you don't look at as, you look at it as regular. Like, I'm not the best. You probably don't think that you're the most beautiful person or the most handsome person or the most articulate person. Neither am I. You probably think that you're not there mentally. You know what I mean? Most of us are crazy. Most of us are absolutely nuts. That don't mean that your voice is not important. All right? So again, if anybody, all right, if anybody wants to start a channel, I want y'all to hit me up and let me know, okay, so we can discuss it. Email me the word coach, and we will go from there. Now we about to go to the big dog of podcasting and see what my man Patrick Bet-David got to say about it, because that's my guy right there.
Joe Rogan holds all the cards as a Spotify podcasting deal is set to expire. The host of the widely followed Joe Rogan Experience podcast is considering his options as his exclusive licensing deal with Spotify, which paid him a reported $200 million in 2020, nears its end year next year. Industry experts acknowledge Rogan's advantageous position, with Richard Kramer of Arit Research stating, if you do keep him, Spotify will be locked into paying Rogan as much or more than before at a time when they need to contain costs. If you don't keep him, then it's really tough because your biggest property and source of sales within the ad business walks. Rogan.
Hold on one second. Another option may be joining forces with Rogan's good friend Musk. And turning Musk into the biggest platform on Spotify. The Tesla mogul who famously smoked pot on Rogan's podcast and got in trouble for it. All right. Dang. Musk acquired the social media platform for $44 billion, man. And has sought to attract larger audiences to X through independent content. Who makes that type of money, man? That's crazy. That is nuts. He is buying stuff for $44 billion. How much money does he really have if he's buying stuff for $44 billion?
Rogan has several potential paths forward, including the establishment of his own media company to distribute the podcast and create additional content for his dedicated audience. Another option involves collaboration with his friend Elon Musk, who acquired the social media platform X for $44 billion. Tom, what do you think Rogan will be doing?
Well, I break this down in three ways. The first way I break it.
I like this guy right here. What's his name? What's this guy name right here? It's his first name, Tom something. But this guy right here is smart as hell. I really like him.
Down is the logic that says Spotify has to do it. They're in the same position that Sirius was in for the renewal of Howard Stern back in the day. There are so many subscribers that are there, with Rogan, for Rogan,
Thank you,
and
Michael.
Exclusive access to him. So I think it has it. The second of all, I think some of these like the New York Post, I think that's an armchair quarterback. They need to look down the street to the Wall Street Journal. Wall Street Journal pointed out that Spotify had a good quarter after the layoffs early in the year and after they didn't renew the Obamas. And that unusual name of their I forget what the name of their production company was. It was that unusual name. And they didn't, Meghan and Prince Harry.
And Kardashians. They didn't renew those three big names. Yes.
So they didn't do those, and they had some layoffs, and they consolidated what they were doing on Anchor, which is their podcast service bureau. So it looks like they've been preparing to have a profitable future, and according to the Journal and what they just announced, they had a good Q3. So could it be that they are setting themselves up to not only be profitable going forward, but be more efficient and maybe bet on fewer bigger and none bigger than Joe Rogan? I think they re-sign him, and I think they're getting ready for it.
So
well, hey, but the cars is all the cars is all Joe Rogan's. Like, he think that they're going to sign Joe Rogan, but they got to have that money. They got to come to him correct. They got to come to him with like $500 million guaranteed. If 2 years ago he was able to sign, 2 to 3 years ago he was able to sign a contract with Spotify for $100 million. Bruh. How much money has he made Spotify since then? Nobody's going to pay you that type of money unless you're making them 5 times that, at least. At least. All right? Making them 5 times at least. I know this guy by the name of Myron Golden. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Myron Golden before, but he's on YouTube. If you ever get a chance, check that out. Check that out. His name is Myron Golden. And he talk about wealth and building generational wealth, but he talk about it from the viewpoint of Solomon in the Bible. He's very well versed when it comes to scripture, right? To have a conversation with him is $40,000 an hour. $40,000 an hour. Why is it $40,000 an hour to talk to Myron Golden? Is because he has a system in place that can double a business's net worth within a day. He can give you some information that can double your net worth in a day. And then he can give you some more information. He has a whole 4 steps that can double and triple and quadruple. People that work with him have $1 million days in business. $1 million days, not weeks, not months, not years. Some of us won't even see $1 million in our lifetime. But when they work with Myron Golden, they end up having $1 million day. And because of that, he charges $40,000 an hour just to consult a business. And if anybody want him to come speak at his school, come do a TEDx talk for an hour and a half, he charges $170,000 for that hour and a half. That's for travel to go stand up and prepare a speech. So all I'm saying all that to say this. I'm saying all that to say this because I pay attention to stuff like this. Listen, it's called pay to play. Absolutely. Sometimes you got to get behind that paywall in order to get certain information that someone has. For instance, a lot of the information that I give out to people about growing on YouTube is free. A lot of the information I give out is free. But when it comes to the amount of time that it takes for me to spend with someone, that's when I start charging. But I don't know how to make people, I don't know how to give you $1 million day. So I'm not going to be charging people $40,000 an hour. That's crazy. Right? But Myron Golden can do that. I'm saying all that to say this. Joe Rogan, the amount of money that he has made Spotify was so much that 2 to 3 years ago, they gave this man a contract for $100 million. Now it's time for him to renegotiate. He is looking at potentially a $500 million to $1 billion contract with Spotify. That is nuts. That's nuts. I know a lot of people don't like money talk. That's your business, though. I'm starting to really enjoy money talk. If you want to listen to me talk about politics, then you're also going to hear me talk about my life. You're going to hear me talking about the stuff I've been learning, the stuff I've been listening to, and the stuff I'm doing, which is now coaching people to do content creation. And if you come to me with a huge, grandiose idea, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say, I think you should have a reaction channel, and podcast, because I think, anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I love this idea that Joe Rogan is in control of the wheel that drives his destiny right now. And I think we will all be better off if we had that same control. That's how I feel.
You think they're going to pick it up? Okay, so what do you think that number is going to be?
I think the number is going to be, 2x, over 10 years what they had him the first time.
2x over 10 years.
Yep.
Do you know what 2x over 10 years is?
It's $1 billion.
It's $1 billion contract.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Is he worth $1 billion?
There's no question about it. It's not even a hesitation. No question about it.
And Pat, as a minority owner of the Yankees, can I ask you,
Yeah.
what are the Dodgers and the Yankees doing for the last year and a half with their rosters getting ready for a guy named Ohtani?
Yep.
Patrick Bet-David is a minority owner of the Yankees. Did y'all know that? That is nuts. See, this is another reason why I like to listen to this guy. Valuetainment, man. What?
Yeah. You listen, guys like that don't come across on a free agency all the time. When they do, you got to be ready for it. And for a company like Spotify, you've already trained people to go there, right? You've already trained people to go see Joe over there, and they're okay with Joe putting his clips on YouTube, then it pushes it back to it. So probably, like I saw the other day, Joe did the Musk interview, and I don't know if you saw how they did it. They put the first 2 hours on X, and Joe uploaded it directly on X. And the last 45 minutes, you could only get on Spotify.
Yeah.
So that was already maybe an arrangement he may be making with Spotify to say, hey, what if we do this with X? So he gets to pick and choose what he wants to do. He gets to pick and if I'm Spotify, it's going to be tough for me to agree to allow you to put 2 hours of the first 2 hours of the content on X. Maybe I do an hour, and the other 2 hours goes on Spotify. The good news was Joe's podcast is typically 3-hour podcast, 2.5 to 3.5 hour podcast. That could be the case. But here's the way people have to look at Joe. Joe's not a talent. People think Joe's a talent. You know that one song where Jay-Z says, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. Joe Rogan is a businessman. And I think Joe, with the friends he has around him, he's starting to realize that brand, that trusted brand, is officially a company. Okay? And I think, and I said this in the last video I made, when they gave him $200 million, I said it was a massive victory for Spotify. I think they saved $800 million. I think Joe's a billion-dollar guy. And if I was Musk, I don't have Musk type of money, but if I had Musk type of money right now, Joe would be the first person I'd be calling and saying, hey, Joe, here's what I'm thinking. I'll give $1 billion over 20 years and equity on the back end. Let's roll. If you do more, here's what we'll do. If we do this, boom, here's what we're going to do. But I'm going to give $1 billion contract over 20 years. Then we negotiate.
I think Elon Musk can actually get him. I think Elon Musk has the sway to get him over to X. I think he does. I think he has the sway, and he had that dollar amount. He can pay that for real. I don't know. I'm not very well versed when it comes to business. I'm not. I just speculate just like everyone else from the outside looking in, because this is nuts, man. Like it's very difficult for me. It's very difficult for me to park where I am in life, knowing that there are individuals out there who are getting billions of dollars for just being themselves, for putting out a masterful product, just for sharing themselves with the world. That's how we got these superstars. Oh, there's a lag. I apologize. Sorry, Angel.
He may come back and say, well, why would I do that if I'm already getting this? I would do $1 billion over 10. Great. Then there's a conversation. But I think Musk, if he locks in a name that big, you have to know that Twitter's going in a direction to want to get talent like that. You got Tucker. You got Joe. You got a dream team there. You got a super team there going on X. That's a very scary situation to have. And by the way, you know what? There's a big difference between Joe and Tucker. Tucker just raised, I don't know what he raised, $150 million to go build a media company, or a media company valued at $150 million. Can you look at that, Rob, to see how much money Tucker raised? I know the number is $150 million. So if you type in Tucker Carlson $150 million, the article will come up.
Listen, Christy, I hear you. Listen, Christy says she liked Patrick Bet-David until he folded with Anthony Weiner. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to dive too much into that conversation, but I will say this. I don't know what else you wanted him to do, because he went hard on Anthony Weiner. They were going back and forth at the top of their lungs, yelling at one another. I thought they were potentially going fisticuff. I thought they was going to throw blows at a point. And then on top of that, the video that we covered of that same conversation that you're talking about, Christy, that video ended up getting us a copyright strike. Like, we got a strike. We could not add any more. We couldn't add any more videos to the channel for 2 weeks because of that conversation. Because not only was he going hard on Wiener, he went hard on Wiener. Pause. Y'all are terrible, man. Y'all don't let nothing slide. Nothing. Sheesh. My gracious. All right, so y'all are some daggone knuckleheads, man. All right, but that video, he ended up talking a lot about Anthony Weiner's connection with the Clintons, and he brought up some things that ended up getting us a strike. So he went hard to a certain degree, but maybe it was some things that he knew he couldn't talk about. But I will also say this, from that same conversation, the same video that we covered is still up on his channel and has like more than 1 million views. And our video got taken down immediately and we got a strike. So, yeah, I don't know what else you wanted him to say. He did not want to open the can of worms.
Is it 15 million? He raises 50 million for a new media company at $150 million valuation. Okay, so Tucker wants to build a media company. Do I think Joe wants to build a media company? I don't know about that. I do know a handful of other companies. A couple of them I've spoken to that will be making offers to him as well. And Joe's in charge here. He gets to choose what he wants to do. So if you like.
Yeah. So much love to Valuetainment, Patrick Bet David, and his squad for always delivering a masterful podcast, man. I would love to be able to do podcasts like that on their level at some point. Much love to you all. Yes, I'm on Rumble right now, guys. I'm already on Rumble. If you're not following me on Rumble, please make sure y'all do. Everybody that's inside the live stream right now on YouTube, please make sure y'all follow me on Rumble. I'm actually live on Rumble at this moment. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but I am. All right. But much love to you all. I really appreciate you all for being a part of this conversation with me. And I will also say this, guys. Listen to me. Listen. Y'all listening? All right, listen. I want y'all to do this right here. Now, this is what I want y'all to do. For anyone who's considering starting a YouTube channel, look at this right here going across the bottom of the screen. All right? I want y'all to do that. Hold on. All right? Make sure y'all hit me up. I've been having some amazing conversations with people with great ideas. Some people I can help, some people I can't. Some people I can help, some people I can't. All right? Some people I can help, and some people I cannot. All right? I want y'all to do that. Look across the screen and see what it says, guys. Make sure y'all hit me up, and so that y'all can grow on YouTube. Or I know some things about Instagram too. Don't know a whole lot about Facebook. Let you know that right now. And I am an X idiot as well. So when it comes to Facebook and X, not that sharp. When it comes to YouTube and IG, I'm cool. Anais. Listen. And I'm talking to Anna P right now. Anna, I apologize for not meeting with you the other night. I ended up chilling with the wife and getting real tired, falling asleep and all that other stuff. And I woke up, I was like, God dang, I never fall asleep on the couch. So that night I ended up listening to my body. and I fell asleep, and it must have been needed because I never fall asleep until I go upstairs to go to bed. So hit me up, email me, everyone, the word coach, and we will get it started. And it's not so that I can build some type of corporation coaching people or anything like that, although I would love to. This could be the beginning of something absolutely amazing. This could be the beginning of something phenomenal. And I would love for y'all to be a part of it. And this is technically the ground floor. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it, big dog. Salute to NSU. Much love to NSU. Huh? Behold. You know the rest. Much respect to you. But guys, hit me up, all right? And if y'all not following me on Rumble, I'm live on Rumble right now. So listen, go follow me on Rumble, all right? If you're looking to grow a YouTube channel or something like that, please hit me up. Anna, on ice, let's talk this evening if you're free, okay? If you're free, let's talk this evening, all right? 7 o'clock my time. That would be 7 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock your time. Then that would be 9 o'clock my time. All right. Much love to you all. Thank y'all so much. I got to prepare for a meeting that I have at 12. I've been having a lot of amazing meetings. I got a meeting at 12. Then I have a meeting. Hold on. Watch this. Hold on. I have to let y'all know this because I'm excited about it. I got a meeting at 12. I got a meeting at 1:30. And I got a meeting at 5. And I got a meeting at 6. So, yeah. Thank y'all so much, man. I'll see y'all on the next broadcast. Love y'all. Make sure y'all share this somewhere. And peace up. And thank you to all of the blues, all of my mods. I really appreciate y'all taking the time to help me out. It means the world. So thank you guys. Really, for real. Thank you so much.